We took a survey asking students if they texted while driving, or if they received text while driving, if they thought it should be illegal, if they would quit, if it was deemed illegal. And the response on texting while driving was, I'd say, probably about 50-50 yes. You know, most all of them, or half of them or better, had text or received text while driving. Almost everybody thought it should be no for, you know, if they thought it should be illegal to text and drive. I'd say about 3/4 of them said no, they didn't think it should be illegal. What are we trying to accomplish?
That you can wreck when you text.
Yeah, absolutely. About half of them said that they would not do it if it was made to be illegal. So, you know, the response for that was not as good as I had hoped for, because, you know, some of the students, of course, we took the survey prior to driving the course. All of the students said that they thought it was an unsafe practice, but it surprised me the number that said they thought it was an unsafe practice. You know, most of them still said they would not quit where it made illegal. So that kind of makes me wonder, where's the line of thinking on this. But like I said, that was also before we took the driving obstacle course, and I'm hoping that by doing that those that said they would not change their way of thinking actually would change their way of thinking. If this becomes law, y'all make no mistakes about this, if this becomes law, if it'll save your life, I hope every one of you gets a ticket.
We've paid special attention while the legislature has been talking about passing this law about texting and driving. And, you know, I think that a lot of times teenage minds are not mature enough to understand when you tell them, or at least mine wasn't, when I told her, don't text and drive, because it's not illegal. I think that knowing something's against the law, knowing that you could get a ticket for it, kind of makes, to a kid's mind, it seem a bigger deal. You know, if a policeman sees me texting and driving and gives me a ticket, my mom's going to kill me, so I might not text and drive. I mean, I think that maybe, you know, and everybody's not going to obey the rule, but I think a lot of people will, simply because it's illegal.